Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my school, my college in specific, what's going on, and why I'm a little bit mad about this. So if you guys are familiar with the strike that's going on in the month of October of 2017, which is currently, everyone knows kind of the situation that the students aren't going to class because there's no teachers to teach the class because they're on strike. So what I've heard of and what I understand from the whole situation is that the Ministry of whatever education wants to have more full-time permanent teachers and less part-time contract teachers. You kind of get what I'm talking about. The pressure point is that we're paying for classes that we're not getting. Parents are upset, students are upset. Students spend a lot of hard-earned time and money into this, so it's really not fair for us. So if you give the students back their money, there's no pressure point, so there wouldn't be a successful strike, if you will. So the strike started on October 16, and all the students knew about it. Everyone knew, okay, we're definitely going in strike. The teachers prepared us. They were talking about it, saying, we're most likely having a strike. This is gonna happen. Be prepared to not have classes. So everyone's just kind of like at a high stress level. We're not getting the classes that we're paying for. Our careers are on the line. We're not going to get the knowledge that we need to successfully go into our careers. So that's why students are a little bit freaking out. So you kind of understand like the whole situation. The strike has been going on since the 16th of October. Today we are the 24th of October. And we're still on strike. We're most likely going to be on strike for the rest of the week, if not more. So the whole situation just sucks. Now, let me explain to me why I personally am upset about this. So first of all, I tried to quit the program just because I wasn't financially ready to invest so much time and money into something that I wasn't ready for at the moment. I did a year of graphic design last year and I kind of didn't see myself going into that path of life. I really liked it. I really did like graphic design. I thought I was creative enough to actually be successful and stuff, but I just didn't see myself sitting at a computer every day with clients and stuff. It was just not for me. So I changed program to TV production, which is like the camera crew, the lighting, and all the production behind TV. So whenever I changed programs, I was like, okay, maybe I'll try this. I'm more interested in filmmaking. As you can tell, I have a YouTube channel. I'm really interested in filmmaking. So I might try that. And the first couple of weeks, they were difficult because everything was theory. It wasn't very interesting. It was just all theory and all numbers and all facts and all the details about technology, which I will admit, very interesting. I understand things immediately. It just comes clear in my mind and I love it. But it's just very slow and frustrating whenever you want to start being creative and you want to start working with the machines, but then you can't. And then I started thinking, I don't know if I want to do this. Is it too late to like stop college and maybe I'll do it another time? I just want to focus on me right now. I just want to focus on being an adult, growing, just kind of exploring a little bit. I don't want to be in school for the next 2 years. So I went and saw the guidance counselor. I talked to the coordinator of my program. I talked to everyone. And the last step I took was going to the Bureau of Registration and saying I want to get out of the program, you know, and I wanted more information about it. So I said, what's the deal with OSAP? What's the deal with paying back my student loans and everything? And they're like, well, if you quit now, you're gonna have to pay all of your student loans at once, in one shot. And I'm like, I don't have $14,000. I don't have that. I decided to stick with the program, keep going, and then as soon as I graduate, I start paying little by little every month to OSAP, my student loans and all that. So essentially I felt stuck in the program. I felt like I went through all of that process telling people I was out, and then I have to invite myself back in and just kind of keep going. But it's not the end of the world because the program is very interesting. I really like it so far, and I think that this program is more promising than graphic design, especially since it's in the realm of like filmmaking and production, which is exactly what I'm doing here on YouTube, only it's a little bit more advanced, of course. I took a week off of school because I got really sick. I had a head cold, and then it transformed into laryngitis, and then I had a chest infection, and it was just super terrible. I had to take a week off work. I had to take a week off school and everything. It was just so bad. I had medical notes and everything. I went to the ER, got checked out because I didn't know what was going on with me. I was just so sick. I was in bed, wasn't moving, I wasn't able to eat. I don't know what happened. During that week, I went back to my hometown. I stayed at my boyfriend's house, and it kind of cleared my head. I just had some time to think about what I wanted to do, and that's why I made the decision to try to quit the program, but it ended up not working out. But as soon as that all blew over, I was back in my classes. I was taking the classes again, I was learning, I kept going, and then I had a few projects to do, piling on, and then they started talking about the strike. And then the strike started, and I haven't been at school since. So I feel like I haven't been in school for a very long time. And in a sense, it kind of relieves me. It gives me time to do my own thing. Today I have the day off of school, and I don't have work tonight. So I have the time to just stay at home and clean my room. If you haven't noticed, it's a mess. It's a mess. You can definitely tell. It definitely gives me time to myself, gives me time to sleep in, rejuvenate, get my stuff organized, and just get my life together. It also gives me time to work more so I can make more money and save it up for my student loans. So all in all, this whole strike thing isn't that bad for me. There are some things that get me pretty upset about the strike. For example, there was this post that my school posted on Facebook explaining things that might or might not happen. They were saying that because we're missing weeks of school because of the strike, they might take that time out of our Christmas break and out of our reading week and replace it with the weeks that we missed for the strike. So that means we don't get a Christmas break. Which, like, it makes sense, and I understand why they say that, but like, a lot of people go home for the holidays, and a lot of people want to go see their families, and that I just don't think that's fair. I understand why they say that, but here's the point that gets me like really upset. I live in residence, the dorm, whatever you want to call it, and usually for like the holiday break, they kick us out, you know, go elsewhere, go home or something, or you could pay $200 to stay in dorm during the Christmas holidays. I think it has something to do with like paying the security time and a half or something, and they need money. I'm here thinking, if the school is going to be taking our Christmas holiday break to continue school, and all the res students have to stay in res because this is where we live so that we can go to school, are we gonna be forced to pay $200 to stay here for school? Like, that's what I don't understand. And I don't have money to pay res $200. As soon as I read that, I was like, that's not fair. I can't spend $200 on res. I don't have that money. I work a part-time job. I'm at school. I have stuff going on. I have to pay for my own food, my own transportation, everything. I have to pay everything myself because my parents aren't helping me. I have no source of money other than my own part-time job and the little bit of extra OSAP money that I get. So I really don't have enough money. Like, so far, I'll be very honest with you, I have $175 in my savings account for my student loans. That's it. Like, I can't afford anything else. I'm always stuck taking money out of my savings account so I can pay for things that I need. Yes, I'll admit, I buy things that I don't necessarily need, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll treat myself, I'll go get some cookies or whatever. Like, I'll treat myself and I just won't think about it. I do budget, I do count my money, I do write everything down, and I know what I'm spending. It's all impulse. I just spend my money and it just disappears somehow, and I'm sure everyone knows what I'm talking about. Like, as soon as you get your paycheck, you get a little trigger happy and you just spend it all. So I need to learn to just get my paycheck, put a chunk of it in savings, and not touch it at all. I'm very conscious of my money. It's just for some reason, it's hard with a part-time job to live off of that. I don't remember where I was going with this. But moral of the story, it's just very stressful that we're paying a lot of money for classes that we're not getting, and I don't think the school's gonna pay us back for what we missed. And that's a little bit about the strike. This is just me explaining what's going on. I'm just so like done. Everyone is upset. So this Christmas, if one of my relatives asks me, so how's school going? Well, this is how it's going.